as you begin to bring your awareness back to the moment, getting ready for this wonderful gift you've given yourself, let's go ahead and hug in the knees. Just hug in both knees as the breath comes in, the diaphragm massaging some nearby digestive organs. Let's bring one hand on each knee. Lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Spread the knees out nice and wide. Bring your feet out as wide as the knees are spread. Spread all 10 toes. As the exhale comes in, pull the hands down a little bit on the knees. Open up the groin. And you can slowly turn your head from side to side. Make sure the toes are spread. And each time the exhale comes in, try to release in the groin. And give me 3 more. Surrendering exhales. Toes are spread nice and wide. Head turning side to side. And when you're ready, keep your toes spread. Hugging your right knee with both hands. Your left leg, I want you to keep it straight, but bring it 3 inches from the floor. All 10 toes are spread, head and shoulders off the mat. Both hands on the right knee. Remember, the left foot is up off the floor. Keep the toes spread as you keep your right hand on the right knee. Release your head and shoulders down to the mat. Bring your left arm overhead. Spread all 5 fingers of the left hand. As you inhale, stretch the left side of the body, pulling the left hand away from the left foot. As you inhale deeply, stretch again. Make sure all toes stay spread. Spread all 5 fingers of the left hand, and that left leg is still off of the mat, about 3 inches. Give me 2 more stretches. Make sure the fingers are spread wide, inhaling and stretching out. When you're ready, you can set the left leg down on the mat. Bring the right leg straight up to the heavens. Lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Grab a hold near the ankle. And bring in the breath. You can tick-tock that straight leg side to side. You can pull that straight leg towards your head. And you can begin rotating that top right ankle 5 or 6 times in each direction as you open up the back of the leg. If your hands are high enough on the ankle area, you can lay your head back in a comfortable position and turn your head a little side to side as well. As you breathe and begin to open up the back of the leg and different areas of the body. Give me a few more breaths here as you explore. And when you're ready, go ahead and bend the right knee. See if you can find half happy baby. Grab the outside of the right foot with the right hand. You can release the head or not, but tick-tock the foot from side to side. Move it front to back. You can even piston the foot up and down as you pull the knee down toward the mat. Make sure you're breathing deep. If you're challenged by grabbing the outside of the foot, you can grab the ankle and still perform the same movements. Side to side, front to back, and up and down. Make sure you're breathing nice and deep. When you're ready, bend that right knee. Bend it just long enough to grab it with your left hand and pull that whole right leg over to the left side of the mat, finding your spinal twist. You can let go of the right foot. Grab your right knee with your left hand and pull the right leg all the way over to the left side, finding a spinal twist. Bring it over. Twisting. Turn your right arm out like a wing. Turn your head to the right and bring in the breath. So Maxine's back. Good to see you. You can turn your head that way. So I remember the first time I shot a yoga video, I was too rigid. I thought, geez, why can't I act like a normal human being? So my class won't be any different. It's just always going to be interactive. You guys might not feel that way, though. As you May not have been on a yoga video before, right? When you're ready, let's roll over to your back and straighten the right leg now. Hugging the left knee. The right leg is 3 inches off of the floor. All 10 toes are spread. Head and shoulders are up right now. And just establishing this position for a moment. You could call this a pose. Toes are spread, and you're establishing this position first. Now, leave the left hand on the left knee. Release your head and shoulders down to the mat. Bring your right arm overhead and spread all 5 fingers of the right hand. Keep the toes spread. As you inhale, push the right hand away from the head, right? As you inhale, separate the hand from the foot. Try to stretch the right side of the body. Keep the toes spread. Keep the fingers wide. And give me 2 more deep inhales as you stretch. So we're stretching more of the side body, opening up the toes and fingers, and we're stretching the spine right now. When you're ready, you can release the right leg down. Bring the left leg straight up to the heavens. Lift your head and shoulders back up off the mat and grab up near the ankle. You can tick-tock that leg side to side, pull it towards your head. Make sure you're breathing. You can rotate the ankle 4 or 5 times in each direction. And if your hands are high enough, it should be reasonably comfortable for you. If you would like to, you can lay the head back a moment and turn the head side to side. Just trying to release. Only if it's comfortable for you. And give me a few more breaths. When you're ready, grab the outside of the left foot with your left hand, finding half happy baby. Bottom of the foot faces the heavens. Bottom of the foot faces the heavens. Grab the outside of the foot with the left hand. The bottom of the foot faces up to the heavens. Tick-tock the foot side to side, front to back. You can piston that foot up and down as well as you bring in the breath, opening up the hip. Half happy baby, right? Good. Give me a couple more deep breaths if you would. You can begin visualizing that wonderful spinal twist that you are going to get into, right? When you're ready, bend that left knee long enough to grab the left knee, Jay, with the right hand. And pull that left leg over to the right. Grab the left knee, the knee, with the right hand. And pull it over to the right to a spinal twist, just like we had a few moments ago. Turn your head to the left and bring in the breath. So turn your head toward me, Jay. Give me a few more exhales, surrendering exhales. When you're ready, roll back over on your back and hug in the knees. Hug both knees in, bringing that spine back to equanimity. And we're going to do a traditional arch pose, if you can begin visualizing arch pose. Bring your feet down to the mat, knees are bent. Feet should be about hip width. When you're ready, inhale, lift the butt. Exhale, lower the butt. Arch pose. Get a nice rhythm going. You can bring the feet wherever you're most comfortable. When you get a nice rhythm, inhale, lifting the butt. Exhale, lower the butt. We'll bring in the arms. Inhale, butt comes up. Both arms come overhead, maybe touching the back of the hands to the floor behind you. Exhale, butt comes down. Arms come back down. Nothing fancy here. No bent legs. No moving legs, just traditional arch pose. Inhale, butt comes up, both arms come up. Exhale, butt comes down, both arms come down. And let's do 3 or 4 more. Nice deep breathing. So this class has a lot of activity, but I don't think it's overwhelmingly challenging. There will be a little bit of challenge, but I like the class. It has a lot to offer. When you're ready, see if you can visualize bridge pose. Bridge pose, lift your butt. Interlace the fingers underneath your butt. Your arms have to be straight so you can rock side to side, pulling the shoulders together underneath you, pulling the upper arms together. Now your chest is high enough so you can walk the feet under your butt and lift the groin up to the heavens. Don't grab the ankles today. Now, I'm hoping you can walk your feet heel toe. Walk each foot away from each other and get your feet outside the width of the yoga mat. And then bring the butt up in the air. And hold there in this wide-legged bridge pose, opening up the knees a little bit. And also a different part of the back is affected, I noticed. Breathing here, a few more deep breaths. Since we haven't done this move, we don't need to stay up any longer than a couple more breaths. Give me 2 more deep breaths. Well done. Let's release down and hug in the knees and take a moment. So because there's so much activity in the class, I'm going to forego our lying straddle splits. Our core work we're going to forego today. When you're ready, try to relax. Let the legs straighten out. Shut your eyes. Take a moment. You can begin visualizing how you're going to maneuver your wonderfully made body to a seated position. And when you're ready, you can begin that process. Double V's. Double V's. Bend your right leg in front and your left leg behind. And try to adjust on your mat so you're comfortable with your ankles. Right? You'll have to figure out how to do that. Right leg in front, left leg behind. Try to sit up straight. Interlace the fingers. Find a nice line here. Do the best you can. I like to start seated poses. Here, get your breath going. Are we looking up? Can you straighten the arms? Right? Get a nice line here. The best you can. You can bring the block under your right butt cheek. It's right behind you. Now, when you're ready, take your left hand to the left ankle area and give me a lateral bend to your left. Go to your left. Can you bend that left leg? Back, yeah. Now go that way. And in many ways, you don't have to do much. You can just collapse. So see if you can switch your legs. That'll make it easy. Right leg in front.
Are we going to do both sides? So?
Yeah, but it's just, you can do that, then you'll just have to switch up what I say. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to address everybody else, but it's just so much easier if we have the right leg in front. When you're ready, release out. So we went left. Let's twist right. Take your left hand to the right thigh. Right hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to your right. Next exhale, twist a little more to the right. Try to look behind you as the breath continues. So Elizabeth, you can put that left hand on the right thigh. Yeah, and that hand is pushing you, right? It's pulling you to a twist. You're trying to work to a nice twist here. When you're ready, release to center. Bring your right hand on the left thigh. That's the hand that pulls. Left hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist the other way. Use the hands to get and twist here. Walk the fingertips behind you, away from you. Breathing here. And give me a few more deep breaths. Is that better, Jay? Mm-hmm. Good. Release back to center. Bring your hands behind you, fingers pointing away. Lift your butt up off the mat. Tripod. Lay the head back. Open the heart. Breathe into the chest. Maybe lay the head back. Again, turn it side to side. Maybe as you inhale the chest, you can feel the arch in the lower back. Maybe next inhale, you can lift the butt up another inch or two. And give me one more deep inhale. Release back down. Walk your hands back to center. Find your right thigh. Bring one hand on either side of it. And walk your hands straight down. Bring your trunk straight down on the right thigh. Dolphin dive. Release. So your trunk is right on the right thigh. Breathing here. When you're ready, just come up a moment. Just lift up a moment. Now walk hands about 1.5 feet more to the right and find deer pose as you lay down. You could split the elbows away from each other and place the forehead on the hands, or if your head's in such a way, you can walk the hands away from the head, release down in this yin pose. Yin yoga, Y-I-N, is restorative yoga. You could stay here for 5 minutes. See if you can drop down to your forearms. And this is affecting the meridian of the body. You have 8 main ones. Your spleen, your gallbladder, your stomach. So I've done a yin class. Someone asked me to do more of them, so I think I will. Down the road, might end up doing 2 a month. Very relaxing for the body, opening up the main energy centers of the body. When you're ready, let's release back up and switch the legs. Now the left leg goes in front, right leg goes behind. Find a nice place to sit. Interlace the fingers and give me a little bit of a stretch. You really can't lift out here, but just lift out long enough to get your focus back. Then bring your right hand to the right ankle and collapsing to your right as you find a lateral bend. Left arm up, lateral bend to the right. Exhaling down. You really don't have to work hard for most of you because you're so close to the mat already. When you're ready, let's twist to the left. So come back to center. Bring your right hand to the left leg. Left hand behind, right hand to the left leg. Right hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to the left leg. Left hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Twist to the left. You can put your hand here. That way you can pull yourself, right? Breathing here. And trying to look behind you. Michael told me today, he used to drive his trailer. He's about 55. He's so happy he now backs it up. He can go anywhere. He's been doing his twist. Let's go the other way. Release to center. Bring your left hand to the right thigh. Right hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist the other way. Trying to pull yourself to a twist. Try to look behind you and bring in the breath. Good. When you're ready, release out. Bring both hands behind you, fingers pointed away. Lift the butt up off the mat. Lay the head back. Open the heart, chest expander or tripod. Coming up, head back. As you inhale, open the heart. As you inhale, maybe turn the head side to side as you lay it back. Can you feel the heart open when you inhale? Can you feel that lower back bending? When you're ready, release back down. Find your left thigh. You only have one of them. Bring one hand on each side of it and walk the hand straight ahead. Drop your trunk straight down on top of the left thigh. Dolphin dive. This way, Maxine. Right on top of the thigh. Move to your right. right here, right on top of the thigh. And just releasing here. Good. How's it going, Marion?
Getting a little lower with each breath.
I'm glad you're breathing deep. Okay, if you remember deer pose, I'm going to use Frank again. He's a good spot. When you're ready, come back up. So Frank's going to walk his hands now to the left over here in deer pose, and then lie back down. Remember, walk your hands to the left and lie back down. That way. That way. That's it. Good. This is the yin. Yin would be the moon, and yang would be the sun. Yin would be cold, yang would be warm. We do mainly yang yoga, where we're moving. So yin is the opposite. But not really. In many ways, yin crosses over into yang, and yang can cross over into yin. When you're ready, release back out. Lay down on your back and hug in your knees. I almost hate to bring you up from that comfortable position. Go ahead and release the knee hug. Try to shut your eyes for a moment or two. Let the legs go. But your rest will be short, maybe another 5 or 6 breaths. When you're ready, you can begin visualizing how you're going to maneuver your body to a kneeling position. If you need more padding, let me know. We have plenty of mats. But you're going to come up to kneeling. Now, you'll kneel with one right foot in front. If you can see me here, my right ankle is right under the knee. A nice balanced position. Let me know if you need more padding.
I do. Please.
Marcy, Marion, you need more padding? Okay. When you're ready, find a nice place. Interlace the fingers and let's elongate. You can lay the head back or not. But this is our first real stretch. As you inhale, push the hands to the heavens. Interlace the fingers with the pointer finger. See my fingers, Marion? That's your no. Pointer fingers. That's your leverage. This is the yogic way to lift the arms up to the heavens. And we'll do this again in another position. This is the maximum leverage you can get right here. Give me one more inhale as you lift out. And then have a look if your head's laid back, bring your head back. Bring your left arm down to your thigh and give me a lateral bend to your left. Exhaling a little at a time. Okay. Elizabeth, bring your right foot in front. That will make it easier so we all can move together. And you're going to the left. When you're ready, release to center. Bring the arms down. Step your right foot forward 1 foot length. See if you can drop the groin down. Leave the groin down. Bring the hands to your butt and see if you can lay the head back. Breathing here. Pushing the butt. Keep the groin down. And this modified cobra. Breathing. And then releasing back up. I love to grab my butt. Love it. When you're ready, step the right foot back to a comfortable position. Turn to your right as you find prayer arms. The back of the left arm on the outside of the right leg. Find prayer arms. You should be comfortable enough here to twist as you exhale into prayer arms. Remember, the forearms are one piece, and use them as a fulcrum. And now push. Now you have enough leverage to twist your way. When you're ready, I'll get to everybody eventually. Release. This is prayer arms. I'll get to you next time. When you're ready, release back out. Look down at the right foot. You might need your block. You'll see. You might be able to step the right foot to the right heel. Bring one hand on either side of that right leg. Release the head down on the knee, toward the knee. If you need your block, just grab it. Breathing here. Now, rather than stay in a static position, you can shift your butt from side to side, which allows your head to hover over the knee. And try to get the leg straight if you can, lifting the toe off the mat, maybe walking your hands backward. You could also use that right heel to pivot the 5 toes from side to side. Walk your hands back. Straighten that leg. And the breath continues. Walk your hands back. Straighten that leg. Yeah? Isn't that amazing? Here, use the block if you need it. When you're ready, hop your right hand over the leg to meet the left and step your right foot back. And now you're back in table, right? Nope, you're back on your knees, right? And what's next? Anybody know? Other side. Let's bring the left foot up. Make sure the ankle is right under the knee. That's a nice place for balancing. Interlace the fingers with the pointer fingers and stretch. You can lay the head back or not, but you should be able to feel the vertebrae separating. If you're elongating or stretching, each time you inhale, you lift out, you should be able to feel your spine separating. Are you working that hard, right? When you're ready, you can release the right hand down to the right thigh and give me a lateral bend to your right. Each time you exhale, maybe go down a little more. Good. Good. Everybody is finally focusing nicely. And when you're ready, release. Look down at your left foot. Step it forward 1 foot length. Drop the groin down. Drop the groin down. Bring your hand to that beautiful buttocks as you lay the head back. Find a nice back bend here as you push into the butt. Head lays back. Each time you exhale, if you're breathing, you're able to release. Let the breath help you. Right? The breath is everything. Back. When you're ready, release back up. Step the left foot back to where it was, right? Back under the knee with the ankle. Turn to your left. See if you can get the forearms as one piece in prayer arms and try to twist that back. Try to get that chin looking up to the heavens. The right arm's got to go on the outside of the leg, Perko. Good. And we haven't done enough prayer arms this season, so I'm not. This is it. Try to get that there. When you're ready, you can release back up to kneeling, and maybe you're able to step the left foot to the heel. And then one hand can come on either side as you release the head down. Hovering the head over the knee brings more energy to that leg. moving the butt side to side. You can even hover the head, clockwise and counterclockwise if you want to explore. Pivoting that heel from side to side, tick-tocking the 5 toes. Walk your hands back and straighten that leg. Give me a few more deep breaths as you explore. Good. Marvelous. Marion is doing marvelously. This is Marion over here. When you're ready, see if you can hop the left hand over to meet the right and step the left foot back to child's pose. Great job. Is it comfortable in here? Okay, just checking. We haven't turned the fans on yet this season. I think we usually gets hot in March, right around the corner, right? When you're ready, visualize how you're going to lay down on your stomach. See if you can just lay down, on your stomach. Okay, today, bring your hands to the side of your chest. If you see me, don't let the head go down, and I don't need the head up. Bring the head, though, if you see me, about right here. We're not going to push ourselves up. When you're ready, lift one leg up off the mat and bring the knee with it and breathe. Half locust, meaning the leg can be straight, Sandy. Just lift the whole leg. Breathe here for a few moments. So Mary, you can straighten the leg. See if you can, Mary, you can straighten the right leg. Now, I'm going to test you. I want you to try to lift that same leg as high as you can. I'm waiting, Perko. So you just know, I'm not saying I want it that high, but straight. I just want you to see that you can lift it higher. When you're ready, release it down. I don't want you to lift it that high. You still are getting benefit at any height. But I just wanted to let you know. So let's lift the other leg. Straight leg. Bring the knee up as well. And just soften the face as you breathe. This is half locust. Now, we'll test you for a breath or two. See how high you can get the leg. And you can see that your wonderfully made body can do amazing things. Let's set that leg down. Take a moment. Take just a moment. Your hands are still by the chest, and let's lift both legs up off the mat. Both knees as well. Make sure you're breathing here. Full locust, good. So every now and then we have to strengthen the back. We won't be here long, though. It can be tedious, can it? Sometimes it's boring, but it's important nevertheless. Let's release the legs. Bring your hands under your chin and relax a minute. And listen carefully. Bring your right arm behind your back. Bring your left arm out in front like you're flying through the air. Lift your arm, your elbow, your head, your shoulders, and your right leg. Lift your arm up, your head, your shoulders. Lift the arm and your right leg. Breathing here. Too easy? Bring your hands underneath your chin. Take a break. So we're doing this class for Sandy Engel, right? Yeah. And of course, Roland, her husband, is missing out. But Sandy, what are we going to do next?
Yeah, there's
Let's bring the left arm, as Sandy says, behind your back. Left arm behind your back. Right arm out front. Lift the arm, the shoulders, the head, and the left leg. Thank you. Breathing here. Great job. Let's release. Bring the hands under the chin. So as I said, we have an active class today, and we're doing enough. We're going to do one more before we stand, okay? Now you're going to interlace the fingers with the pointer fingers and bring everything up. Arms, head, shoulders, both legs, both knees, breathing here. If you want, you can try stretching too, as the back may not have had this movement before. 3. So this is modified navel pose. 2. So arms are up, Elizabeth. Elbows are up. And release down. Bring the hands under the chin and rest a moment. That's okay, Elizabeth. I was just doing my barking thing, right? Elizabeth says bow wow. My microphone, if you say something, may not get picked up, so I have to kind of repeat what you say. Let's bring the hands. I didn't know that either until Jonathan told me. Bring your hands under your chest, under your shoulders, sorry. Push yourself back to child's pose. Take a break. Okay, great job. We'll just hang out for a minute. When you're ready, come up to table pose and grab your block. Now, I need you to move the block on the left side of your mat and about the middle of the mat. But bring it off onto the floor, right? Set it off to the floor. Okay, good. All right, now, in a minute, I'm going to ask you to find downward dog. Then I'm going to ask you to step the right foot up to lunge. Okay? Then you'll walk the hands back. And you'll use the block if you need to on the left side. Notice the leg is straight. You'll hang out here a little while. Then when I mention it, see if you can get the right arm up to the heavens. Breathing here. You could use the block or not. It's up to you. Okay? Good luck to everyone. When you're ready, remember, I'd like you to use the block. Come up to downward dog. And breathe. Let's focus on downward dog first. You can have the hands flat on the mat. And you should be 90 degrees from the legs to the chest. So walk your hands forward about a foot, making a 90-degree angle. I'd go another 6 inches. Perfect. Breathe. I think we're all close enough. When you're ready, walk your right foot up to the hands. And get into a nice lunge where one hand on each side of the foot.
Put too much pressure on the shoulder.
You stand up. And then use your block if you need it. See if you can walk your hands backward about a foot and a half and straighten the front leg. Good. Okay. Right? See if you can get the leg straight. You might have to use the block to get the hands back. I'd like you to use the block because I don't want you to fall over. When you're ready, bring your right arm up to the heavens. Follow with the eyes and the chin. You got it, Jay? Mm-hmm. Okay. When you're ready, set that hand down. Okay, and step the right foot back to downward dog. Okay, let me get to you, Mary, in just a minute. Marion, do a forward fold for me. Bring your hands to your toes. I'm talking to Marion. And just breathe for a while. Everybody else, left foot to the hands. If you can't get it there, reach back with the left hand. Pull the left foot up to lunge. Stay there a minute, Marion. And then see if you can straighten this leg. See if you can walk the hands back about a foot, foot and a half. Straighten the front leg. No. Walk the hands back. There, see what we're doing? And then see if you can straighten that leg too. And then when you're ready, bring the left arm up to the heavens. Okay, stand up, Marion. Stand up. Follow with the eyes and the chin. Interlace your fingers. Let's do elongation. As you inhale, you're stretching. Give me 3 more breaths, everybody. Each time you inhale, you're lifting out. Well done. When you're ready, bring the hand back down to the mat. Step the left foot back to downward dog. Very gently, without crashing your knees, and you can go back down too, Marion. Bring your knees back down to the mat gently and push back to child's pose. Okay, excellent job. That was a little testy. I knew you could do it. Okay. We're going to move into Pigeon. Okay, so listen to my words, and we'll get through this. If you have an issue with the knee or the hip, I'm going to give you a modification, right, or an alternative. When you're ready, come up to table pose. So you're up in table pose. Drag your right knee all the way up between the hands and scoot the right foot to the left about 6 inches. And then walk the left leg back using the top of the left foot. Keep walking the left leg back until you feel a good stretch in the right hip. Don't collapse down on the right hip. Stay up and then release your forearms down to the mat. Release your head down and bring in the breath. And let me know if you have an issue with the knee or hip. How's it going over here, Marion?
Dicey, but so far so good.
You're doing fine.
I gotta cramp my foot, but other than that.
Which foot? Okay, here's what I want you to try to do. Bring this back a little bit. Bring this, scooch this over toward me about 4 inches. Just this. Okay. Well, you're gonna put that in your mind though. Okay. And you're gonna see if you can try. You're going to try to move this over here about 6 inches, just the foot. Good. Give me a few more breaths. We're going to do, this is 4-part sequence. When you're ready.
Are heads like pigeons?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm going to put you in the spotlight. When you're ready, come up to your forearms. And your arms are like Sphinx pose. So bring your elbows right under your shoulders. You can see Elizabeth. She's on her forearms. Her elbows are right under her shoulders. Stay there with your pigeon. When you're ready, bring your right arm up to the heavens. What? You haven't even done it. As you exhale, open up. Here's a good example of letting the breath help you open up. When the exhale hits, twist. Only do the work on the twist. And open up. Try to look up at the top hand. And just give me a breath or two more. and then release back down. Now, roosting pigeon. See if you can walk both hands 20 degrees to the right, and then roost or sit back down, and then drop back down to your forearms. This is roosting pigeon, opening up to hip a little bit differently. A little stretch in a different area. Can you feel it? Are you there, right? Putting that awareness in the hip just for even a moment may make all the difference. Well done. So we're not going to stay long in roosting pigeon. When you're ready, we're going to find the full expression of pigeon, though. So leave the legs where they are and see if you can come up, straighten your arms. Walk your hands back. Walk your hands back. You have to get the trunk up so you can bend the left leg, reach back with the left hand, and grab the left foot, Sandy. And now you're in the full expression of pigeon. Stay there, Perko. Don't move. So there's more going on than just being happy your hand is there. Bring the chest up, head up. This is still a pose, right? Breathe in through the heart. Can you feel the back bend? Can you pull the foot closer to your butt and feel the stretch in the leg? This isn't just, hey, I grab my foot and I'm done, right? Play with it a minute. Give me a couple more breaths. See if you can get that head up, Jay. Open that heart. When you're ready, go ahead and gently release and see if you can gracefully find child's pose. Okay. Too easy? Okay, take a moment. Take a break. All right. You can begin visualizing, right? Begin visualizing your table pose, and that left knee has got to slide up, right? Are you okay, Perko? When you're ready, slide the left knee all the way up between the hands, and then scooch that left foot about 6 inches to the right. The left knee, not the foot. And then walk that back right leg back, using the top of the foot to walk the leg back, separating. You walk back, use the top of the foot. There you go. And then drop down to your forearms, release the head, finding your pigeon. Okay, Frank, bring me that left foot a little bit more here, and then walk that leg back. Good. Now drop it down. Good. That's fine, Maxine, Bob, it's fine. How's your hip feel, Marion? Bring me that foot over here. Just a little bit. Good. You feel like you're opening your hips? Okay, because you're fine. Good. You can begin visualizing what you saw Elizabeth do, right? We call it Sphinx. I used to call it crocodile, but I'm now liking Sphinx better. So when you're ready, come up to your forearms. Your elbows are right under your shoulders, right? Forearms, Frank. Forearms. And bring your left arm up to the heavens. Bring your left arm up, twisting pigeon. Just breathing here. As you exhale, see if you can open up a little more each time, right? Each time you exhale, there you go. And do it again when the exhale hits, right? And you're trying to get that arm straight up to the heavens. Give me 2 more attempts, 2 more exhales. And you're looking up at the fingertips, right? You're moving the chin up so you can turn in your car like Michael. And then set the hand down and walk your roosting pigeon 20 degrees. Walk your hands 20 degrees to the left. 20 degrees to the left and roost back down, maybe feeling the stretch, a little different stretch in the hip, right? Hey, there's my hip. Maybe you can feel that. That's my hip socket, right? And we don't want to have any hip issues. We don't want anybody in there if we can help it. Now you can begin visualizing the full expression of Pigeon, right? When you're ready, walk your hands back to center. Straighten your arms. Now you can straighten up. Walk your hands back. Keep walking your hands back. Keep walking your hands back. Bend the right leg. See if you can reach back and grab the right foot with the right hand. Remember, once you grab the foot, you're not done. You're trying to explore the pose. You're trying to open the heart. You're trying to bring your chest back to center. You're trying to lift your head up. You're trying to breathe. You might pull the leg closer to your butt and feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Whenever you're ready, you can release, except you give me 5 breaths. You can release. You okay to do it? Release to child's pose. You can let your mind and your body know that practice is over. And you can release the breath. Okay, so I did have a standing pose prepared, crescent pose with prayer arms. However, I'm not in control of Mother Time, so we're going to end our practice. Well done today. You can begin visualizing how you're going to maneuver your body to the most important pose in 5,000 years of yoga, your final resting pose. So lay down on your back. Hug in your knees for a few 5 or 6 breaths. Hug the knees in. And of course, remembering what Kirananda says, the thoughts you have now are 100 times more powerful than when you started your practice. If you have any issues that you're working on, you can try a few affirmations every day in every way. My back is becoming more and more flexible. Or if you want to try a psychological intention or something, every day in every way, I am becoming more and more illuminated. So you can begin maybe in the next 15, 20 seconds to release your legs, shut your eyes, and rest. Terrific job. Terrific job. As you bring your powerful consciousness back to the moment, take whatever you need to stretch out any way that works best for you and your body, and eventually make your way to a comfortable seated position. Nice job today. Wonderfully done today. Let's bring our hands together near the heart center. Thank you all for such a marvelous effort sharing your practice today with me and with each other. Marcy, we're going to miss Sandy. We're going to miss you, Sandy, so have a good trip. Today's closing from Yogananda. We are like gold in the mud. Clean away the mud of ignorance, and you're left with the shining gold of the soul. I hope the rest of your weekend is simply splendid. Namaste.